Welcome to episode 4 of Legacy Behind the Talent. Today's guest is someone whose story is rooted in passion, perseverance, and purpose. Julie Ira is an esthetician specializing in Brazilian waxing, a salon owner in Ventura, a wife, a mother, and a woman who has built a career around creating safety, confidence, and trust for her clients. We grew up together, we share a deep roots, and I've watched Julie navigate life, business, and motherhood with humor, resilience, and heart. This conversation is honest, inspiring, and full of laughter, and I'm honored to share it with you. Let's get into it.
When I was growing up, I had a lot of dreams. My mama told me, son, you could be anything.
Hello, welcome back to Legacy Behind the Talent. This is our episode 4, and we are kicking off the new year with Julie Ira, and she is an esthetician. She specializes in Brazilian waxing and has a studio in Ventura, California called Wax Me. Thank you so much for being here and joining me.
Excited.
And maybe you could do like a little intro of yourself too, just about your business and who you are.
Well, like she said, my name is Julie Ira. I have been an esthetician for, it'll be 16 years in May. And I started out offering everything, all the services to try to figure out what I wanted to do, and then ended up just falling in love with waxing. So now I just offer waxing. I do offer a little bit of other services, just like some lightening, skin lightening services and teeth whitening, but I mainly specialize in waxing. So yeah.
That's awesome. So I kind of wanted to start from the beginning, like how we also met. We have a little bit of history. Yes. We're both from Bakersfield and we went to Stockdale High.
Yes.
And I was trying to remember, like, so you were in my sister's group, right? Like you guys were besties?
Yeah. Part of the same, group. We went to like formal or what is the other one you go to?
Homecoming?
No.
Prom?
Prom.
Yeah.
We went to like the prom together. Jeez. Gosh, it's all day. I'm like, what are the names of them again? I think I met you. We were in a chorus choir together.
Were we?
Yeah,
Oh,
we were in chamber choir. Yes. we were cool.
I think that's cool.
I do. I play
you still sing?
2 instruments and in the shower and in the car.
Yeah,
I sing along with
I do
every
a whole
song.
concert.
Every song. I think I'm like on American Idol.
I love that.
Yeah.
And how was high school for you?
High school was great.
Yeah.
Loved high school. Of course, loved like, the passing periods and lunch the most. But yeah, high school is like your best times and you don't realize it until you're done with it. Those are like the best times of your life. So yeah, high school was great for me.
And then how did you then get into aesthetics? What led you to becoming an esthetician?
Interesting story. So
Love it.
I was originally a state employee, and at that time back in, I think it was 2008 or 2009, our governor back then was Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he furloughed all state employees. And I was like devastated because I was a single mom, literally living like scary. Paycheck to paycheck. And I got a $500 a month pay cut. And I was just like, what am I going to do? Like, I cannot do this. Everybody was like, just the whole vibe in the office, because it was all women, was just like so low. And everybody was like so negative. And then, it starts to just like get onto you.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I got to figure something out. Like, so I told he was my boyfriend at the time. Or actually fiance, I'm so sorry. I was like, I'm going to resign from the state and go to beauty school.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay.
Where did that come from though?
Because I've always loved skincare. I used to work at Clinique, loved that, but needed a more grown-up job because I was just, growing up.
Yeah.
So, but I've always loved skincare. I started my like Clinique 3-step skincare like in junior high. Like I've just always been obsessed with skin. So I'm like, I'm just going to go do that.
Yeah.
And so I ended up resigning from the state, and my mom was like, "You're making the biggest mistake of your life. Everybody wants a state job where you're, get a pension, sick time, vacation,
all that security.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. So
You felt a calling or something.
yeah. And that was like I love, taking care of yourself, beauty. Like that's always been my thing since I was young. So I resigned and went to beauty school full time, and that was it. And then I ended up originally I went into it wanting to do skincare, like facials and all that stuff.
I think all of us kind of start there, like doing facials and
then in school I realized this is boring.
Yeah.
I cannot do this. Like facials are not my thing. I'm like upbeat. I like to talk.
Yeah.
And so I was like, what am I going to do? Because this is like, I have a passion for it for myself.
Right.
But like doing it and all the like, I guess relaxation of it was just not my pace of work, like work professional wise. So I ended up gravitating towards the waxing part, and then that was kind of like history. Like,
what was the first salon that you went to?
I went to.
What was that like?
I had shared it, and it was at Protégé. La Petite Protégé on Oak.
I think I do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I had shared it with this old lady that had all these rules of what I could and couldn't do. Just, one of those like, old hags. But I still did whatever she wanted to do because I was like, whatever. I was a newbie. So, yeah. Then started out. And
were you doing facials there?
I was doing everything then.
Everything.
Offering everything.
Whatever your
license
license
was just trying
to
build my clientele. I was just trying to make my rent.
Yeah.
Because some weeks when you start off, you're like, it's like this. You're like, you make your rent, you don't make your rent. You like barely make your rent. You profit. Yeah. Don't profit. It's just like this.
It's up and down in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then how did you get into just like Brazilian waxing then? Because that was kind of a that was kind of new. It wasn't really a thing yet.
It wasn't actually. It was a family member who did waxing in New Mexico. She was like, you need to learn how to do Brazilian waxing. And I'm like, okay, like, whatever. Okay. Yeah. Cause she's like, this is like the new thing. Like it's up and coming, like learn how to do it. So I did. I just signed up for some place down south in the valley because they don't teach you that in school. Yeah. It's like considered too just intrusive or invasive. So I just went and took a course over there. And
I'm trying to remember when I started doing Brazilian waxing. I didn't even want to do bikini waxing. I was like, I don't even want to do bikini waxing.
Really?
Mm-mm. And then I had a client who was an exotic dancer, and she was like, can you please do Brazilian waxing and I'll walk you through it. I've been getting them done for so long, but I have to go to LA to do it and I can teach you. Yeah. So a client like walked me through it, and I think it took me, I don't know if I've said this story before, but it almost took me 2 hours to do it, to the point where like the receptionist slipped a little note underneath the door and was like, is everything okay in there? I'm like sweating, like just, I didn't even know like where to look, what could I touch and not touch? Like how do I maneuver, like how do I make my client feel comfortable? And I was like, oh my God, I got through that. I'm like, please don't tell anyone else that I do this. I'm only going to do it for you. And of course she told one of her girlfriends. And so she came in, I'm like, okay, just for you though, just the two of you. And so I started to get better and more comfortable with it. Aww. And started offering it more and more. So, but yeah, like it was like not known in Ventura to do it. Were you doing
it? Especially here, I can't think. Yeah, back then. No, because I didn't move here till 2016. So we left Bakersfield in 2013 and then I had my shop, I opened a Wax Me in Arroyo Grande. And that was just like solely waxing. And then we did spray tanning there too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's when it was, it was great there.
But. Yeah. And then, did you create your own technique or just by taking classes? You kind of got your own niche going?
I did. I learned 2 different ways because the family member from New Mexico, I went to her shop to go train over there for a whole week. And they were more of like the speed,
Speed waxers.
and I'm not about that. Like, so.
Yeah. I'm not either. Like, I want to be speed waxers because I understand, like, you make more money if you go faster, get them in and out. But I am so bonded to my clients that I want to give them the time. I got to hear what happened.
Yeah.
What happened last time?
Yeah.
Or they want to hear, about my stuff. So we're in there being chismosas and and we need time.
Yeah. I feel like I used to do that, but now we're in our 40s. I'm like, I'm too old for that.
Yeah.
Can I cuss on here?
Yes, of course.
I'm too old for that shit. Like, so I am. Like, I used to do 20-minute appointments, and then I'm like, no, I was just too, like, stressed out to, like, because I do my own checking out and everything and rebooking, and I do it all myself. So I was just like, nope. And then, like, probably three or 4 years ago, I tacked on another 5 minutes on appointments so I can just be, like, not so
breathe.
stressed out. Like, let me breathe. Let me take my time. I have time to, just time for everything.
Yeah.
And so I'm not about that. Like, I'm like, I'm good. I'm doing good. I'm doing fine. Like, just tack on that extra time. And
there's like little things that I've tweaked to help me go a little faster because it is time. Time is money, right?
Totally. Yeah.
So
absolutely.
I started keeping my like cans extra wax like in my towel warmers. So
Oh,
when
I
run
saw
out,
that. Yes.
TikTok. I can't take the credit.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, what a good idea. I was like, dang it, I got rid of my wax warmer.
Yeah.
But no, I have like the double one, and then I have one of hard wax. But I feel like I have a pretty good like
system.
Yeah, to where I don't have to have
and then I used to step out of the room and let them get ready. And now I'm just like, just use the wipey. I'll be in here with you so we can just get going. Mm-hmm. But I also, that's kind of new, like maybe a couple weeks new. But what I was doing before that is having like a little doorbell. So as soon as they're ready, they just hit the little doorbell and I come in. Instead of me guessing, like, are you ready yet? Are you ready yet? So I started doing that to kind of speed up like the waiting time. But now I definitely do, like I let them get dressed after the waxing while I'm in the room getting ready for the next client instead of stepping out and waiting for them to come out. Because I just feel like it kind of hurries them a little bit, gets them going. Because I felt like before, I don't know what they're doing in there, but they're just taking their time. And I'm like, my client's here and I got to go. And I have to cash you out because I also, check out my own clients now. So.
See, I like leaving them alone to get undressed because as a customer, I had went to European Wax Center to go, because we always got to check other people out.
Yeah. Yes, of course. I went there too.
And see what they do.
Like, what is this hoopla all about? What is this going on?
And I didn't like that. I mean, I know you're going to see all my stuff, but I want to get undressed on my own.
Yeah.
Like, or, in privacy.
Yes,
I don't know.
Yes.
So they were just like, oh, okay. Maybe if you know your client, maybe it's obviously different. Like probably I could do different things like that. But I like to just let them get undressed.
At the beginning.
Because I didn't like that. Because when they turned their back and they were like, get undressed. And I'm all like, right now?
In front of you?
And then they're like, yeah. I'm like, because they're like, oh, I'm just keeping my back turned. I'm like, okay. Awkward.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Maybe in the beginning, I'll just give them the privacy and just keep using the doorbell.
But I like that doorbell thing.
It's Amazon. It's like a battery, what is it?
Like it's just a little ding, like
ding, and it's connected into the break room. And so when I'm out here and they're in the room, they just hit the doorbell and then I get a little ding and then they're ready for me to come in. So I just give them a couple seconds to get back on the bed and I walk in.
Yeah.
But then I think the after part, when they're done, I'm done waxing them, I'm thinking like, okay, well, I just saw everything. So go ahead, just get dressed and let's
Well, if I have a
going.
talker, because I do have some people that like to talk, I'm just like, okay, I already know them. I'm just like, go ahead. I'm going to start getting ready for my next one when we finish like talking.
Yeah.
And they're obviously fine with it. So.
Yeah. So that's, I feel like helps with the speeding. So these are good little tips for like new Esties
yes.
or Esties that are still like maybe figuring out what could help them, move a little faster. But also what kind of wax do you like to use? Because I know some people like hard wax, some people like soft wax. I'm a soft waxer.
So I'm primarily soft wax. I do touch up in areas with hard. So I actually incorporate both in my waxes.
Yeah.
That's just what I've, tweaked
I've
and
tried
done.
the hard wax. I like using hard wax for like for nose waxing,
Oh, yeah.
ear waxing, of course, because it's just so easy to use hard wax for that kind of stuff. But I love Bella Keys. Do you use
Oh,
Bella
yeah,
Keys?
yeah, yeah.
I use their strawberry.
Yeah.
Their strawberry wax.
Yeah, I've used theirs. It's good.
So it's good. I like that one.
Yeah.
I think there's like a wine one, but my favorite is the
Oh,
strawberry.
I've used the wine too. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they're good. They
Yeah.
are good.
Because I feel
Yeah.
like the wax is real thin, and like I feel like that can go. A can of wax can go far when the wax is real thin.
Yeah.
And but anyway, like the hard wax, I went to European Wax Center too to try out.
Yeah.
What is going on over here?
Yeah.
And I don't like that flick thing.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't feel like. And maybe it was just the technique at the time of the person who was doing it, but it felt like all the hair just broke. Like it didn't feel like it gave it a smooth
Well,
wax.
you're going in too large of sections.
Yeah.
And the technique is just, no, it's wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry, European.
It's wrong. Yeah, because that's how I'm like, that's what my thinking is. It's like the hair is all like, you're just catching all of it. The ones that are going up and down, like it needs to all go one direction and then pull up.
Smaller sections.
Yeah.
They have like a step-by-step thing they go by. But
Yeah.
yeah.
What was I going to see? I'm going to look at my questions here because I wrote a bunch of stuff down there. Oh, so aftercare. What is your aftercare? Like, what do you recommend for aftercare for clients?
Daily exfoliation, dry exfoliation before the shower is the best. I tell them bristle body brush.
Yeah.
Dry scrubbing is the best. Get in there. Don't
Yeah.
be shy. Scrub in there. That's going to
Yeah.
prevent you from getting ingrown hairs. I tell them if you don't do it every day, you're going to get them.
Yeah. Any products that you recommend?
I tell them just the bristle body brush first. And if that works, then that's great. That's all we need to do. But if it doesn't work, then that's when we need to go on the chemical exfoliation. Then I offer them the PFB, which I
like PFB.
it's my tried and true.
I like
been using it since
PFB
the beginning.
and Baradin.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, they sell some? Really?
Yeah, it's the blemish control. It's like a gel. It has like a little lemon, sulfur, something like that. Like I like it, and it's like it doesn't peel the skin because I was feeling like PFB kind of sometimes peels.
It does. It makes it dry.
Yeah,
and that's like, I just tell them if that happens, it gets a little like dry looking, like a flaky-ish looking. Just back off for a couple of days, and then your skin will adjust to it. But everybody loves PFB. I just feel like...
And I like the lightener from PFB.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one, too. I just discovered the Korean washcloths.
What?
Yeah, there's... Yeah, I'll have to show you. They're like... So I went to a body... like is it a bathhouse? The Korean... I forget what... The Korean spa.
Oh, yeah. I did, too. We did, too. They use these loofahs to scrub my whole body down, and my skin was like soft like silk. So I'm like, maybe that'd be good for like for aftercare after Brazilian waxing, and it works. It works. It's awesome. To let me know what those are.
Yeah, so you can use it your whole body, and it makes it really super smooth. It's kind of rough, so you don't want to use it on your face. Everywhere else. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's good. That's good aftercare. Have you used any of the other stuff like fur and any of that?
I have.
The oils and stuff like that.
But their price point is just not sellable to me. It's too expensive.
Yeah. And I like that our products you can find only in our salons.
Right. Yes.
So I feel like with fur, and there was another one, I can't remember the name of the other one, but they could just go to Ulta and get that kind of stuff. Yeah. Which kind of sucks.
I know.
I don't like that.
Yeah. No, you're right about that. That's true.
Because sometimes you have people that will just like take a picture of the product.
I know. You get this on Amazon.
I'm like, what? Okay. Okay, let me see here. I want to see. So tell us a little more about opening your first salon.
Oh my gosh, so stressful. I think you think, You have a lot of self-doubt. You want to do it and it sounds great, but I think, it's scary opening a business. So
What made you decide to leave the salon with someone else and then go and open up your own
well,
place?
we had moved cities.
Okay.
So, I was just like, you know what, I'm going to do it. I wanted to do that in Bakersfield. But I wasn't sure if we were going to stay or not.
Yeah.
So I didn't, that was the only issue. But then once we moved, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it.
Yeah.
So, and then that was also a scary thing. Going to a new city, not knowing a single person.
Anyone.
So, that as well. But then I just thought in my head, I'm like, okay, I need to do this many Brazilians to make the rent, which made it, I guess, more, not feasible, but just
tangible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that I could do it. I'm like, okay, I can do this.
I only need these many
Yes.
waxes a day.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, just,
So were you solo for a while, or did you have employees or renters?
I had employees. Because the reason why we left there was because I didn't like it over there. So it was, my business did great.
Yeah.
We got like best of SLO County 2 years in a row.
Oh, that's awesome.
Business was great, but my heart just wasn't like fulfilled there. Like I would get off of work and then like feel depressed. Like it's way too slow paced over here. There's not enough diversity. Like get me out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I was even going to Bakersfield like every other week. It was like that bad. I'm like, get me out of here. I gotta like get home. Or it just like wasn't my I'm like, this isn't home.
Yeah.
So.
And that's like San Luis Obispo area?
Yeah.
Okay.
Around Grande, SLO County.
Okay.
And it's slow.
Yeah. My son lived there for a little bit, and I just had gone a few times to visit. And, I thought about like, could I move out here? It's just way too slow for me. I mean, I'm sure it's perfect for other people. Great.
Oh, yeah.
But I need to be a little closer to LA, a little closer to Bakersfield because I still have family there. And then like, I need that downtown life in Ventura.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it until we moved there though.
Yeah, you don't know
because
until you get
that
there.
whole like live where you vacation.
Yeah.
Make sure if you do that, you go and visit for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And
Spend
really
some good
fill it
time
out
there.
on the off season. And
Yeah.
because we had always, we got married over there, we vacationed over there. It's like,
Yeah, a lot of
let's
memories.
move here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it's so great. It's always so awesome here. And then you move there and you're like, it's not awesome.
Yeah.
Oh no. So anyway, I had to, that was my goal. I literally wrote everything down on inside the cabinet, okay, you're going to move by by summer of 2016. You're going to like hire a whole team. Like I was like on a mission to like leave. So that's what I did. I hired a whole team, got that just running on its own. And then we moved here in 2016. And then I was just like, okay, I'm going to open one here. Because I knew if I could open it there and be successful, I could do it anywhere. Because that population over there was like 50, 60,000 people.
Yeah.
So
what surprised you the most about opening your first business, or other than just like you didn't like the place, but like just like running the business for your first time?
Well, being there, having to sit there 9 hours a day, I watched a lot of Netflix.
Yeah.
Just
because you can only clean so much and organize so much.
Oh, yeah. Well, I learned about the work ethic of the younger generation.
Yeah. I have to agree. Yeah.
They were good, but I felt like I always had to micromanage them with their phones and like look at the cameras. They wanted to go to every single event, which I did because I'm a believer in like, you give them the time off that they ask for, they'll work for you in return, which it did work, but it was like, just you want to go to that event too, that, but
Yeah.
they were young. So
Yeah,
what
they're
can
excited.
you expect? You know,
So you mean
so,
like the hair conventions or the skincare
no,
convention?
I
events,
meant like,
or
I
what do
meant
you
like,
mean?
going to the lake this weekend, or
Coachella.
this holiday weekend, or Coachella, yes, or all
Okay.
this and
Those
that
events.
and this.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
I'm over here
events.
thinking like,
oh no, yeah, they didn't go to no beauty events trying to think, yeah, and
because that's
think of
what
it.
when I was a new SC, I wanted to go to all those events. Was like, not those ones, like the skincare conventions, Vegas convention.
Yeah.
I was super excited about that. But yes, I have to agree with you. Because there was a short time where I also had employees.
Okay.
And that was the hard part, was keeping them motivated. And because I felt like I was just having to push them so hard. And I didn't realize that part. I thought they would push themselves, because that's what I did as an SD. And I didn't have anyone teaching me or mentoring me. I think if I had that, I mean, I had my mom, who was a hairdresser, and my aunt, who was, they're a Cosmos. Both of them were Cosmos. So just watching them like build their business in Bakersfield and then build a business here, it just kind of, I felt natural to like in front of Vaughn's and like pass out my cards. Because this is before Instagram.
Yeah.
And even before websites, like a little before websites became popular for salons.
Yes.
I just go out there and like hustle and like pass out my cards, stop people, talk to them like any way I could. So I felt like that was the hard part to, motivate people to market themselves, I guess, to get the clients.
Yes. I tried that in Arroyo Grande. That didn't work for me. And now I know what works. And it's your reviews online, Yelp, Google.
Yeah, now.
But back then, that wasn't social media. And even like Instagram, that doesn't work for me. I get maybe 1 or 2 people a year from Instagram.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I always ask every single new person that I get is going to be from Google and Yelp.
Yeah.
And then word of mouth is like the third.
I think I saw on another podcast a girl who was like, oh my gosh, I forgot her name. I'll have to insert her name, but she specialized in Brazilian waxing, and she was saying like, European waxer, they don't do Instagram. You never see them on Instagram.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, no.
So
they're on Facebook.
Oh, they're on Facebook. So
oh yeah,
all over Facebook.
Ads on Facebook. Yes.
But I think that their strength is also in their like SEOs, like their website, their online Google presence, their ChatGPT present, now. Yeah, because I feel like I try to put all this energy into Instagram nowadays, and it only works if I'm doing it. And if I stop, then I don't feel like I get so much exposure from that. Mm-hmm. And it's a lot of work doing all that Instagramming and staying relevant. So I feel like the strength now this year, I'm going to put my energy into just building my website, a strong SEO website.
Yes.
And just making sure like ChatGPT can catch us. Because I did Google, like you can Google or not Google, but you can search yourself on or ask ChatGPT, like who's the best, in Oxnard, who's the best in Ventura, and it'll tell you. And if you're not like at the top, at least the top 3, then like there needs to be work. There's work to be done on your website. Yeah. So, but yeah, even when we had, I don't know, like you were saying, just motivating their work ethic is not.
It's different. They're a different generation. It's rare that you're going to find a diamond in the rough. I know they're out there.
Yeah.
Because don't get me wrong. Some of the girls that I did have, they were great.
Yeah, that's talented.
They were great hard workers. But then also at the same time, I know some people say it's not true, but in my core, I believe it's true. Nobody's going to like love your business the way you do.
That's true.
Like nobody's going to like just have that passion and have that extra care and all that stuff because it's your baby. It's your business.
Yeah.
And so I kind of feel like,
it's hard to expect that out of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's true. Even like, renters, I feel like they're independent contractors too, and they're running their own business.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just you got to have it in you,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yes.
you can't force it. You can't force it on them.
No, you're
Yeah.
right. Yes.
Yeah. Early on, what systems were like? Did you feel like mattered the most? Like when running your business. For example, maybe education or like your booking system, like, because that was all we kind of came into that. That was all new for us.
Yeah, when I moved to Rio Grande, I went from a book to online booking.
Yeah.
And I've been on online booking ever since,
Yeah.
and that's the best thing ever.
Yeah. You have to have that.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's cool. It's good to mention it because a lot of new SDs coming from the school, they don't know any of that stuff. Like they don't even know to have business cards.
What?
Yeah. Like that's something I think that we just learn after or like just being in business, but a lot of, because they don't teach them any of that stuff in school.
Right. They just
to
teach
have,
you
they just teach you your services. They don't teach you to like have a website or to have your business cards or how to network or, you know, any of that. So.
Are you talking about when I was just like solo, or when I was running the business with employees? Or
Yeah,
actually, it's the same thing. I mean,
yeah, either way.
Just, I mean, yeah, having the online booking was just my main like system. Obviously, like,
It makes things run so smooth.
yeah, and that controlled everything. Like it had payroll on it, clocking in and out.
Mm-hmm.
That's all online. So it's like that's huge. So, I would advise newbies to invest in that once you're able to, but don't get those free things. You know, you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
So,
what system are you using now?
I still use Booker.
Booker?
By MindBody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was with Booker, and I like a lot of their features. It just started to get kind of expensive. So then I went to Gloss Genius right now.
Oh, how do you like them?
I love the way that it's all laid out. Like I love the app because Booker I felt like was falling behind on the app part of our phone.
Okay.
But yeah, I love it.
Mango Mint's trying to get me right now, like real hard.
Are they?
Real hard. Yeah.
I don't think I heard about them.
Yeah. They're good. They have I kind of feel like this is where I run a little old. I'm like what don't fix it if it's not broken.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't cause me any problems.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I felt like the credit card fees though.
Oh
sorry,
my gosh.
we are filming in the salon, so sometimes we get clients that come through the door. But we're closed today. I feel like the credit card fees were kind of getting us. And I don't know if Booker was able to like put that back onto the client because I'm like, I'm not trying to pay for your trip to Hawaii with your points.
Yeah, so I quit accepting credit cards.
Okay.
I do not accept them.
Yeah.
I don't accept any credit or debit cards. It's
cash
only. Check, and then any one of the payment apps on your phone.
Okay. Venmo, Zelle. Yeah.
So I quit doing that when COVID happened.
Oh, okay.
So, and hasn't been a problem.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just done with the fees. I know you can write it off as a business owner, but I'd rather spend that money somewhere else.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just quit doing the fees. But Booker's still, I'm figuring that out right now. That's something else I got to work on. That, because of course, when I threatened to leave them, they like totally lowered my monthly thing, so they brought that down. But now my next thing is with their, they still charge you these fees even though I don't use a credit card thing because I make the clients book with a credit card.
Okay.
But I don't charge it. I don't use it unless they late cancel or no show. That's like the only way I would use it.
Yeah.
But still their fees for just their like using that thing is annoying. But anyways.
But on that note, because I did have to leave Booker, and then that was like a whole thing to like try to leave, to shut off the merchant service. Like you have to let them know 90 days before, or it's like a $400 charge or something like that. Booker tries to lock you in. It was really hard to get out of that.
Yeah. Well, I learned when I was, that I'm stuck with them till like September of this year. So even, so I did learn that, but So I get it.
So like also promoting your business. What have you felt like we kind of touched a little bit like websites and stuff like that. What has actually worked for you and like what have you felt like was like a waste of time? Like for example, like Groupon or, boosting yourself on Instagram. What are some things that just have worked for you?
So I did do Groupon with both cities when I first moved there. And that was solely for the purpose of just getting bodies in and just getting people in. But other than that, I am anti Groupon. You don't make anything for it's like it's not in favor for us, obviously.
Yeah.
But I just did it solely for the purpose of getting some bodies in, trying to just,
Connect with people.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then like just solely for that purpose. And then, once I did my like however long you have to sign up with them, I don't know how long it is.
Yeah.
And then I stopped it. But I don't believe in paid advertising because I think it's a waste of money.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my personal opinion. I don't think it works.
And are you meaning like paid advertising, like boosting yourself on Instagram or like the Yelp or
yes.
Yelp.
Yeah,
That's another
Yelp
one
too. Yeah. Everything I've got, everything that has worked for me has been free.
Yeah.
So
like what?
Google,
Mm-hmm.
Yelp,
Mm-hmm.
and then just word of mouth. That's it.
Yeah.
And that's what's worked for me all these years.
Yeah. And when you say Yelp, you're just meaning like the reviews that you get from Yelp, because Yelp wants to make you pay to they want you to pay to like manage it, like to give you the access to your like there's different levels of access that you have to your Yelp page. Yeah.
Well, I know you can't like you can't like say if I want like wax me like they get to pick your like picture for your like
your
page
profile.
Unless you want to pay them. I'm like, I don't care what picture you want to choose it.
Yeah.
You're just offering me free. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right now it's a picture of like the flower tree I have in my shop, which is super random, but I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. Because once they see the reviews.
Exactly. I have like 130 something 5-star reviews.
That's awesome.
Like it's, I do pay for a service though.
Okay.
Called Reach AI. And they also are like compatible with Booker, but I'm sure Gloss Genius too.
Yeah.
After the service, Reach AI will email the client or not email, text the client.
Yeah.
For
like
for
little beach buggies.
for a review.
Mm-hmm.
Like, review and do your service. So that has really upped my reviews on Google.
Yeah.
I
think Gloss Genius does offer that. And then we also partner with Get More Reviews. Okay. So it's a company that will also reply to your reviews.
Okay.
So like if someone sets a review, it sounds like you. It's like, oh, thank you so much for your review, Kathy. It was so fun to see you. And I'm glad you enjoyed your Brazilian wax.
It replies for you
It replies for you too.
See, that's where I'm behind. I need to like, when I get them, like, okay, I need to like reply to that. I need to reply. But I want them to be not authentic, but I of course want to say, but I don't want to say the same thing for every person.
It's all different.
I got it. I know. Like I need
each one is different.
I need to.
It recognizes the name and the service that they got, and it acknowledges all of that.
I need to see if Reach AI offers that.
Yeah.
Also, that Reach AI with the package I'm in, or what it includes is they also email or not. I keep saying email. They text you. So say you came to see me 5 weeks ago. It says, "Oh, Michelle, Julie has a 3:30 on Thursday open."
Yes.
And it knows when's like your scheduled time you normally come. And it'll text you like, Julie has an opening on this date. And my clients will automatically tell me like,
I love that.
Oh, I love that. I love that. It
reminded me.
And I love that thing that you're doing and this and that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'm keeping that.
Yeah.
So
I think it's important to get the reviews.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because if you have like a lot of really good reviews, Google's going to put you at the top organically.
Yes.
Unless, you're paying for being at the top.
Yeah. That in your website is
Yes.
also a big one.
Yes.
So I learned in this, I, was in this, it was called Bosses in Beauty. And that I learned about the Google reviews thing, doing that and making sure that you get those up there. That's a huge thing. And so I did. Mine went. I got quite a bit in the last year, I think, or maybe two. But that, and also the words. Okay, so the person who created my website. So I just had my website
SEOs?
redone.
Yeah.
Last year. And yeah, they do all the little phrase words or whatever to
I forget what that's called. I don't know if that is
Google.
SEO, but
Yeah.
because I'm learning a little bit about websites too, and how that how you have to have it in the back.
The wording, the
wording,
wording,
like the
or whatever.
keywords. Yeah.
Yes.
That say Brazilian waxing, salon, Oxnard, like all those things. So yeah. So that's my goal this year, is just really focus on building the website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lot of, I'm glad I did it. It was way overdue.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Minus two, but because we just use Gloss Genius for our booking site because you could book online there too. But I think you also have to, in addition to your booking site, have a good website.
Yes. Yes, you do.
Okay. Yeah.
You do.
And I think the other thing is also pre-booking your clients. That helps you keep a consistent flow of clients, letting them know that you're busy and to book. Don't let it get out of control, with their waxing.
Yes.
I was going to ask you something. Oh, we touched a little bit on, because you mentioned the credit card, having it. So your policies. So sometimes it's hard for people to have certain kind of policies, to enforce them, or to even have any. So what are your policies, and how do you enforce your policies?
So I have a 24-hour strict late cancellation policy.
Okay. So what do you say? How do you tell them? Because sometimes there's clients that
are on Booker, I don't know if you remember, they have to click that box that shows they read the cancellation policy. So I just stick to it unless it's somebody who never does it.
Okay.
And they have it's something that obviously they're sick. I had somebody, everybody's getting that sickness right now, something. And there was I had one person for the last 3 weeks, not this week yet. But that was sick. And obviously I'm not going to charge them for being sick, but everybody's pretty, I'm very lucky. Everybody's pretty good. They know my policy. They, I have it in a framed thing right in the room where you undress, right everywhere. Next to them. Yeah. Just so you know the cancellation policy.
Yeah. I need to do that. I need to have it there. I have it
in a frame thing and
framed for them.
Yes. It's right there, right when they're getting dressed,
And when they book online.
And then when they book online, they have to check that box that they read the cancellation policy.
But what if they don't book online? And
I tell them when they're, and normally I don't say anything to the older people because they don't do that stuff.
Yeah.
But if it's going to be a young person, or it sounds like a young voice, I tell them my cancellation policy. Okay. For older people, they don't do that. They don't cancel. You know what I mean? They don't late cancel. They're not flaky or So I do kind of screen the call. Okay, I'm gonna have to tell. So I just let them know I don't accept any credit or debit cards. Tell them
okay.
You're gonna get a text right now. You'll get one 24 hours before your appointment. If you get that text that's 24 hours before your appointment and you can't make it, please give me a call right away because I am booked every single day and I have a cancellation policy and, blah, 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 blah. That's what's home.
Okay. And then what about if they're running late?
How
do you handle that?
I have the 5 minutes, but I will take them, sometimes if they're over 5 minutes, but I do let them know. I'm listen, I'm going to take you so you don't have to, I word it in a way that I'm doing a favor for them because I am.
Yeah.
couldn't not take them and charge them and then they get nothing.
Right.
But I said, listen, we have 13 minutes left of your appointment. My next one's at this. My next one's at this time, so I have to finish at that time.
Yeah.
And that way you don't get charged for nothing.
For nothing.
Yeah. So they're like, okay, I'll take it. Like,
Yeah.
whatever
So you
I can.
just
I'm
tell
like,
it
just to let
straight.
you know, I'm going to do what I can in 13 minutes, you know?
Yeah.
So let's go.
Hurry up, get
Yeah.
undressed.
That's what I say.
Moving
And I
along.
just told, when I tell them, yeah, when I still leave them to get dressed in the room alone, but I just tell them, holler at me when you're ready.
Yeah.
So like,
That's when you get the doorbell.
yeah, no, I'm
Hit
just
that
like,
doorbell.
yell at me when you're ready. I'll be right here waiting for you.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Okay, so going into mindset, like how do you keep going, especially like if you get burnt out or you're being, I don't know, just to stay focused on your goals? What keeps you going? What keeps you motivated?
I have actually, with these last like 5 years, I've gotten pretty good to, I'm not burnt out. I'm very comfortable.
Yeah.
I do still work full time, but I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good working
Yeah.
full time. I work 5 days a week. I am booked out every single day. Like
awesome.
this last year, I broke over 200,000. Like,
oh my gosh.
I am doing very well. I'm not burnt out, but it's taken a lot of years to figure that out.
Yeah.
Like I have I will not come in early for you. These are my times. I will
Okay.
not stay late for you. That is your bad that you did not book, earlier. I'm so sorry.
Especially the holidays.
I will not, unless it's like a good client that's like, I'm going on this. I'm so sorry. I'm going on this vacation.
Can you please?
Can you please? But not just a regular, like, can you take, do you have an extra, I'm getting a Brazilian, da, 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 da. Of course, yeah, the extra 65 or 75 sounds great, but I do not do it.
Yeah.
I am strict, like 10 to 7, that's it.
Yeah.
Like I will not come in
and
earlier,
that's the beauty
stay
of having
later.
your own business,
Yeah, but I used to do that. I used to bend over backwards for everybody.
Yeah. I feel like I need to have more of that balance too. Like I do, like, okay, yeah, come on in right now. I can take you right now. I just finished my client. I might as well. Because what else am I going to do? But my kids are older now. So I
Yeah.
feel like sometimes why not just stay late? But I can feel like during the holidays, I get burnt out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because I push myself late. And then before vacation, I'll push myself
Oh,
late.
see, I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
But I still need to work on, I still keep my 10 to 7. I don't do that before I go on vacation. But I always tell myself, I need to like take half day off because I'm up so late packing because I worked my regular, got off at 7. Or
Yeah.
I finish with my last one at 7, but I don't leave the shop till 7:45.
Of course.
Every
yeah.
night. So I get home at 8. So
Yeah.
then I'm packing for vacation and I'm not getting to bed till like 1 or 2. And I always tell myself, I need to just work half day. But then but you're leaving on vacation for 2 weeks. So I still need to work on that.
That I have that I have fixed because I used to push myself, like I was saying, till the day before I leave.
Yeah.
So now I take a day off
Okay.
before I get on my flight and
Okay.
do all my packing and all my organizing, running around to Target and whatever I need last minute.
I need to do that.
So that's helped. And then I also on the end part of my vacation, I take one day off
When you
after I
get
get
home.
back. So I can
See, I don't do either.
because I used to hit the ground running.
Yeah, that's me.
It's
yeah.
too much. It's too much. What are some trends that you think aren't going to last right now in our industry? Like the jewels, I felt like those look so cool and cute, but I just felt like I never
jewels?
got in. You know how the vajazzles?
Oh,
or the
vajazzle.
Vajazzle.
I still offer those, but
You do? Okay.
yeah, I don't. I hardly ever do them.
I know. I
but
never
people
got
do.
into it.
But yeah, I still do it. I think it's cute.
What
Whenever
about
they're
the
on, I get really
vajazzles,
excited.
like the
So
facial?
cute. Oh
the
no.
Yeah.
I
I just feel like if you have good aftercare, you're not going to really need that. And I do
Yeah.
some extractions when I'm doing my
oh yeah.
waxing.
Oh, I'm all about that.
Yeah.
I'm like.
Girl, that part of the facials that
That's
we didn't
like
we
you're
don't,
true
yeah, you're
esthetician
true
when
esty.
you're like, oh yeah, give me that ingrown hair. Let me pop that.
Let me get that out for
Yep.
you.
Make my day.
Any advice to new esties, or new esties, or anyone wanting to open open their business?
It is hard work. It is not easy.
Yeah.
You're going to have to work. Actually, I love working Saturdays. I do not want to be off when everybody else is off. I like it when things are less busy out there for me to run errands. So I love working Saturdays. I don't mind it. But
Do you still work Saturdays?
I work Tuesday.
Every Saturday?
Tuesday through Saturday, every Saturday.
Wow.
Unless I have a family function or something going on.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to take a Saturday off just to take it off.
Yeah.
Like-
I used to work every weekend, and I started to feel burnt out, like missing out on a lot of stuff. So I do like, I think it's 1 or 2 Saturdays a month that I work. Yeah.
Do you work 5 days a week?
So I work half day Monday, and then Tuesday through Friday, and then like I guess every other Saturday.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I split the room on Mondays with another SD,
Okay.
and I may be splitting another day with another SD who's coming in.
How is that working out?
I like that better,
Yeah. renting
the room
Yeah.
instead of having employees.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
then
now
you're
it's so hard for us. Do you know that now we have to offer them like 401k now, and
Yeah.
you have to do this. I'm like, it sucks. I just spent a lot of money in this group to build a team,
yeah.
but now I'm like, I don't think I want to build a team.
Yeah.
Like, I think I'm just because the reason why is because when you want to retire, which of course we all do in the future, to be able to sell your business, it's best to sell it when you have a team.
Yeah.
Yeah. To
I
sell the
wonder
business. So
what it's like to sell your business if you're a solo, like having the your client list and location and your online presence, and if that.
it's so hard because it's like,
So do you still have your second location?
oh no, I closed that
Okay,
in 20.
Okay. So your team is here in Ventura.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't have a team. I rent my rooms out to solo girls.
Okay.
They have their own businesses, their own websites, and
Okay.
everything. Yeah, I just rent them out.
Okay. That makes it so much easier.
Oh no, it is.
Yeah.
I like everybody being in charge of their
Yeah,
own
you be in charge of
selves.
you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. See, when you're if you're gonna sell, people are coming for you. You know, people are
Yeah.
coming for Michelle.
Yeah.
They're not gonna come for who's Amber. Like, you know what I mean?
That was the hard part of having employees too,
so
because I would try to send my clients to my other SDs, and they're like, "No, I don't want to see that. I want to see you." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, that's hard.
So that's the hard part. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. So the legacy part, that's our whole podcast is, what is it that you hope to be known for in this industry? Because you're so talented, and I've just been watching you grow, and I'm so proud of you, and like, you inspire me too. Like the way you run your business, the way that it's like the look of it, it's like professional. And I love that, like,
Thank you.
it's like it almost looks like corporate,
People ask me if it's a chain.
Yeah.
People always say, "Is this a chain?" And I was like, "No, this is mine."
Yeah, and that's how it looks though. And
I know my mom always used to tell me, "You should franchise this out." And I'm like, "No, I don't want
more work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like chill out
Yeah.
in my life right now.
Yeah.
I just want to make everybody feel cozy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And comfortable.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And even like, and that makes me feel so good. I want to cry because like when you have like women that are overweight, they're just like, you make me feel so comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, I used to get shamed, or I've gotten shamed other places, and I'm like, how awful is that?
Yeah. I couldn't even imagine that. That's awful.
I know.
Yeah. And that's the best part about being an
Yeah.
SD. And I had a client last week come in, and she's like, I'm older and I'm not, very fit, and I don't know if this is something I can get done. And then when I got her in the room, we started chatting, and, they connect with you right away. And I was telling her, who told you this? It's like my ex-husband told me this.
What?
And I was like, I knew it came from somewhere. I go, you, and she was beautiful, beautiful. She's newly divorced. And these are just some of the things that we run into with these amazing
Yeah.
clients, and we're able to build back their strength and their confidence. So that's what I love about, like, and I know you do too,
Yes.
about doing what we do. It's not just about giving them a Brazilian wax. It's so much more than that. You know, it gives them back their confidence and makes them feel, even if it's just for themselves and not even for their husbands or their boyfriends or whatever, it makes them feel so, like, I don't know, special, confident. Like we get to be a part of that and give that back to them.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the therapist all in one.
I know, it's true. Yeah, and I'm because we're in our 40s, and we've lived a life, and so it's nice to be able to share that with our clients and be there for them. So I love that.
Advice, and also give me advice too for
Yeah.
my older ones.
Vice versa.
You know? Yeah. So
Yeah. What would your younger self say about you now?
Wow. I don't know.
Yeah.
What would my younger self say to me
Looking at you now and
now? Yeah. Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. What would you tell your younger self?
Oh. Yeah. Love yourself more.
Yeah. Hang in there. Yeah. Oh, Julie.
I'm on my period.
Oh. I'm so grateful that you came today. And I know you're just going to keep growing. And I know that our audience and people watching are going to be so grateful to hear your story. And we'll be able to learn so much from you. I always ask our guests to like come up with a little quote or something, or just something to say, you know, a little positive note at the end, if you want to leave a little something for everyone.
Well, I love this one that I heard from, it was like Tom Hanks. I don't know where he heard it from or if he made it up, but it was like, if everything was, if it was easy, everybody would do it. It's the hard that makes it good. You know, that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. That's true though.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're doing it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
I
for
appreciate
having
you
me.
coming. I love it. Thank
you for having me.
Oh. Love it.
Yeah.
Bye guys.
When I was growing up, I had a lot of dreams. My mama told me, son, you could be anything, long as you spread your wings. I know one day you'll be great. Just wait, soon you'll aim up at the sky, and I'll watch it float away. But now that I am older, I'll admit that I am over all the stress and shit that comes from modern life.
Thank you for tuning in to Legacy Behind the Talent. Today's conversation with Julie Ira reminds us that true success comes from passion, resilience, and creating space where people feel safe, confident, and cared for. From building thriving salons to balancing motherhood and marriage, Julie's story is proof that positivity, humor, and heart can carry us through every season. If this episode resonated with you, share it with someone who needs encouragement today. We'll see you on the next episode.